Hello, space friends. Captain Snuggles here, back in X4 Foundations with a little bit of a different kind of video. I figured after all of these long scripted analytical videos about the beta, maybe we could do something a little bit more freestyle. So, I'm here in my Terran Cadet game, which is a relatively young playthrough, all things considered. I've not yet broken 1,000,000,000 credits, and I have 0 sectors to my name, so, well, a bit young-ish. What I'm trying to do is completely clear this Xenon cluster down here. Faulty Logic, Mists of Artemis, and, of course, Atia's Misfortune, with the goal of essentially reinforcing the other remaining Xenon sectors. This has been a pretty uninteresting seed so far. The Xenon have not been especially active, not a whole lot of violence going on, aside from the usual fun times in Hatikvas. So I'm hoping that if I clear the Xenon out of some of the outlying clusters, that will increase their power around Tharkas and Savage Spur, as well as over here at Matrix number 9, and hopefully that will make things a little bit more interesting in this game universe. So, that's going to be the goal, and I figured, since I was planning on doing this anyway, that this would be a good opportunity to just see how the new update is going to work. We are in Release Candidate 2 of version 7.5, so we are extremely close to release. This is going to be pretty much the final version, aside from a little bit of mop-up of bugs. So, this will give both me and you a chance to see, well, how things are working. I am going to attempt to just do this all stream of consciousness, unscripted as I'm playing, because hopefully at some point in the relatively near future I might do some streaming, and so this will be a little bit of a dry run to see if I can be entertaining without a script for an extended period of time. So that's going to be the goal. Let's take a look at the setup. I have my frontline ship, this Condor Sentinel. I have what's going to be my main fighting force, is a fully loaded Raptor back there with a couple of rattlesnakes escorting it. And then the mop-up crew that's going to be doing my station demolition is going to be back in the back an Asgard, and I believe 13 destroyers of various makes and models. As you can see here, they're all E-class Behemoths, Phoenixes, and Odyssei. Just sort of whatever I had surviving from some of the previous campaigns I had against other Xenon enclaves. And also somewhere off here, I have a resupply ship as well. There it is. So, let's see a couple more details. So, first off, going back in that same order, we have the ConDozer. So the reason I have this ship, which is a Condor Sentinel, spec'd out for just a ton of HP. The reason I have this is because our first target system is Faulty Logic 7, which is chock full of mines, so I'm planning on just plowing this thing straight through the minefields, getting as far as I can with it, and hopefully clearing the way for the real heavy hitters back in the back. I'm going to go ahead and put my Raptor on follow for right now. Now then, the ConDozer does have some nice beefy subordinates as well, in case they're needed. Osprey Sentinels, which go nowhere fast, but they're pretty hard to kill, as well as some sniper-fit Buzzard Sentinels, which hopefully you'll get to see in action. Then, the Raptor, its fleet name is Super PD, which, as you might guess, means that it's going to be a position defense ship. So, the Raptor is really bad at sort of traditional carrier work, where it's constantly docking and undocking big fighter wings, but it is quite good for position defense, where ships just sort of gradually trickle in and out. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get the position defense wings launched prior to the attack. So, let's take a look at that, shall we?
Chimera.
If we can. No, well, that's an auspicious start.
Hello.
And now my cursor's gone. Alright, well. Well, I may have found a bug, so that's great. I have no cursor. Okay. Nope, I do not have it in the escape menu either. Luckily, keyboard buttons still exist, so let's see. We haven't even started the campaign yet. We already have to save and reload because of a bug. This is not what I was expecting. Not quite. Okay, well. Hey, cursor's back. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's see. What else can we talk about while my game loads? Let's see. I guess the current state of the game is, well, apparently there are still some pretty nasty bugs sitting around. But aside from that, it's feeling pretty good, honestly. The new flight model, it's gotten smoothed out to the point where it doesn't really, honestly, feel that different from the old one. The AI is still quite bad at using it. The player experience, I think, is generally smoother. I definitely wouldn't call it more realistic, but it's generally smoother. I think just hanging out with Flight Assist on is a totally pleasant experience, and that experience by itself is probably better than it was in the previous versions. But with the difficulties the AI still has using this flight model, I think that the gap between the player's abilities and the AI's abilities have made combat as the pilot of a ship not especially interesting. But the fleet combat is still pretty fun. I will say, in general, let's see if this breaks this time.
Chimera.
Okay, it did not. So, in general, with this beta, with the AI's performance, anywhere that there was already a disparity, the disparity has gotten wider. That's a good thing in some cases. For example, with ship balancing, there's now a more clear distinction between different ships, whereas a lot of the time previously they felt sort of samey. But in terms of the differences between ship classes, well, destroyers are continuing to lag farther and farther behind fighters in terms of the AI's capabilities and in terms of their overall combat power. Battleships as well, but to a lesser extent. So, yeah, the big boys are just getting worse and worse in relation to the little guys, which I don't love to see. But, well, it is what it is, and I'm at least happy to say that fighters are as good, if not better, compared to 7.1. So they will be the main fighting force this time around, and hopefully the capital ships will get brought up to speed at some point. Alright, now then, with that little bug cleared, and with the ability to actually use the user interface restored, I'm going to go ahead and start moving, and as I start moving, I'll go over a few more details of the ship loadouts. So, we have the ConDozer leading, we have the Raptor following, and hopefully between the time the ConDozer goes through and the time the Raptor goes through, we'll be able to order the position defense wings through. Let's see, these superhighways are always really tricky, so let's see how it goes. Now, this right here, this H, I may pop into my own ship, probably the Falx, to take it down, because I have not actually picked up an AGI quantum data shard yet. And I would like to be able to restore my own H at some point. So I might do that, but otherwise I will not be doing any of my own piloting. It's all going to be AI, because again, I think that is the more interesting experience in this version. Alright, Captain Fulagos. Let's see how you do. Well, not pointing in the right direction, but that's honestly pretty normal. That was the case in 7.1 as well. Let's see if he makes it through eventually. Nice. Now then, the position defense wings. These are the serious heavy hitters. I have 3 groups of 30 chimeras each. I have hopefully... make sure this is actually 30 chimeras. Yes, it is. This one is just docking and undocking for some reason. Is it stuck? I don't know what's going on there. Hang on. Let's recall subordinates, make sure they're all working correctly. Hey, there it goes. Guess I just ordered it to dock for some reason. Alright. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I have a lot of time to fill as Captain Fulagos tries to navigate the ConDozer through this superhighway. Now then, where was I? Right, so my 90 chimeras, which will hopefully be automatically replaced by the lost ship replacement. These bad boys. Let's see. There. So these are a really nasty fit, but also a pretty cheap fit. So they're all the Mark II, essentially just straight out of the Zyarth wharf / equipment dock. So Mark II engines, Mark II thrusters, Mark III shields, Mark II weapons. We have a mix of Tau accelerators and 1 dumbfire launcher sprinkled in with heavy scatter missiles. So the scatter missile is essentially the split shotgun missile, and of course the Tau accelerators are the split shotgun weapons. So this is an in-your-face brawler fit that can take on both capital ships and small and medium ships. So that is why I've chosen it for the position defense wing. It's because it can do anything, essentially. Now these split Mark III shields are probably the Achilles heel here. They do have a low recharge delay, which is nice, but otherwise they are quite bad. However, with the Chimera's really strong hull and the ability to repair at the Raptor, I think we'll be alright. Now then, how are we doing on this superhighway? Yep. This is about normal. Maybe I should have piloted for this part. But maybe if I hop onto here, activate CETA, maybe we'll get through eventually, sometime. So yeah, I don't know why this is always such a struggle for extra large ships. Destroyers get through these pretty well, but yeah, the XLs, awful time. Absolutely awful. Yeah. They're still going. Oh, wait, let's check the map and see what happened here. Yeah, just one random ship came through. Because I can talk about what else I have going on in these fleets. So the Raptor, in addition to the 3 precision defense wings, also has, I can scroll down far enough, 1 bombardment wing of Belowers. They are hopefully being kept docked for the time being. Yep, they're just plasma fit heavy fighters. They're not as strong as the Chimeras, and they're not as versatile as the Chimeras, so I really want to keep them docked unless there is a specific capital ship that I think I need reinforcements for. So if that happens, then I will toggle this to launched, otherwise they will stay in the ship. Now then, the Asgard I have called Disco Beam, because just to make it a little bit more fun to play with and watch, I've put 4 different colors of beam turret on it, just to enhance the disco experience. Otherwise, just a normal Asgard fit. Nothing to see there. And the destroyers also are just basic fits, generally straight out of their faction's shipyard or equipment dock. Nothing really to see there. Again, these are mainly just for station demolition, which thankfully destroyers are still pretty good at. Oh, we're almost through. Thankfully, destroyers are still pretty good at station demolition. They're arguably the best choice for it, once again, but they're, once again, arguably the worst choice for serious engagements against enemy capital ships. We're so close. Come on, Captain Fuligos. We are so close. I would really love to start fighting at some point. Yep.
Condor, Sentinel.
So we are slowly... this always happens. So we... after enough time passes where the ship fails to reach its navigation destination, it will start to clip through solid objects and slowly drift to the destination, in this case the superhighway. But it's so slow. It's so slow. How didn't we start this at like 0600? Might have been 0605, 0606, something like that. But yeah, we've been trying to get through this superhighway for 20 minutes, at least. So this is fun. Oh, we're so close. You can hear the engines roaring. But yeah, one reason I like the Condor for clearing mines, theoretically, is because the engines are in the back. Usually I hate that about this ship. When fighting enemy ships, I hate that because it's not protected by the dome. But in this case, having the engines all the way in the back is kind of nice. Okay, finally, we are in it to win it. So let's deploy our position defense wings before the ConDozer gets blown up. Huh. The capital ship fleet that was camping this side of the gate has actually left, it looks like. We took so long that the Xenon got bored and ran off. But that's kind of nice. Now then, the ConDozer itself, in addition to being painted brightly to intimidate the enemy, also it's mainly equipped with missiles. That's its big thing. It does have some beam turrets just for a little bit of point defense, but missiles are the heavy hitter. It has an okay missile capacity, and it'll hopefully be able to carry enough to get through what it needs to get through, which is basically just this sector here. Alright, so we have our beachhead here. Oh yeah, look at those tau accelerators go. Absolutely shredded that in. We have our beachhead here. We're just getting the whole fleet through. And then we can move on to some more serious engagements. You will notice my satellite coverage in this area is absolutely miserable. So, I'm not quite sure what we're going to have later on in the sector. But at least for right now, we've cleared out the enemies. Look how fast these chimeras. We cleared out all the Xenon fighters. Now, this wasn't a really serious engagement, but still. They're really strong. They're really freaking strong. Now, with our little beachhead here, we can now start bringing the station demolition squad through. I'll start with just a standard attack against the station. I might have a fly-in-wait order first, and then do a standard attack. This has always been sort of the intermediate order. If you issue individual commands to each of the subordinate ships, that tends to work out better, especially if you pre-spread them around the station. Ragnos 28 has a really good method of doing that. I might try that out later, especially if my destroyers start to die, but for right now I think I will just use the standard attack. It's worse than those individual orders, but better than coordinated attack. So a nice intermediate command. Alright, now let's check the radius on these position defenses. Good. A-okay. Now let's watch this M get absolutely shredded. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about my Raptor. Hang on. Hold that thought. Hey, look at that. There it is. I forgot to mention about the Raptor that it actually has disruptor missiles. Oh no, EMP missiles, sorry. Which will shut down the boost and travel drive of target ships. So, although it doesn't have a whole lot of direct combat power equipped to it. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. That hasn't changed, although the duration for which destroyers will do that has increased. Yeah, they just came tumbling through the acceleration gate, smashing into each other. No shields, no nothing. But yeah, so the idea of the Raptor loadout is that it just provides support for its fighters using the EMP missiles, as well as a little bit of position defense using pulse lasers. It, of course, would be more devastating to put flak on it rather than pulse turrets. However, the Raptor kind of has a tendency to nuke its own fighters as they come in for a landing if it's decked out with all flak, and I didn't really want that, so decided to go with pulse. Now then, what's going on here? Whoa! Okay, well, I do not know if the Asgard teleported or was just rocketed at extreme velocity. But either way, it ended up... Hang on. We can't tell how far this was, but hundreds of kilometers away from the gate, and now the destroyers are going to slowly trickle through the defense platform's defenses in order to get to it. I am sorry, y'all. I really thought this was going to be a smoother experience. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, let's watch this fiasco unfold. Thankfully, they are trickling slightly out of range of the turrets, aren't they? No, they're not. Hang on. Can these hit? No, okay, they're slightly out of range of the turrets. Just barely. That could have been a lot worse. And suddenly the Asgard's back. That was quick. That was really quick. I have no idea what's going on. But, alright, the Xenon fleet is taking notice, which means it's action time. Oh yeah, alright. We'll let these guys just do whatever it is they're doing. It looks like it's probably all okay-ish. This is going to be the interesting part here. So, don't mind me, Captain Fuligos. You just sit there and look pretty. Oh, heck yeah. We have 3 Ks and an I coming in along with all their escorts. I think this K is after my station demolition fleet, which is probably bad news bears. But alright, let's see. There's the Raptor, which will hopefully be able to defend itself against this K, but just in case, let's have... Oh, yep. Easy peasy. But just in case, let's have the... Oh god. Yeah, I just need to watch this unfolding. That K is gone. Well, 3 of my chimeras just nuked themselves. You see, there's no listed killer on there, which means it was friendly fire. So that's fun. Here, after I was just praising the fighter AI. Oh well.
Raptor, we found something out here.
That will give us a chance to see ship replacement in action. Yeah, despite the self-destruction of 3 chimeras, we still just absolutely nuked that K. The 3rd K, thankfully, has diverted from my just horribly jumbled up and ineffective station demolition fleet back there. And is coming in to attack my serious combat fleet, which is good.
K.
Now, what are my chimeras up to? Oh man, I wanted to kill this thing, but I think it's too late. Look at those scatter missiles go. Now, this is one... that's probably what's killing my chimeras, though. They're running in, they're colliding with the hull and getting stuck, and then the chimeras behind them are unloading scatter missiles. That was not happening in a couple of the previous betas when I was running this loadout, but oh well. Still, those scatter missiles are absolutely devastating. Now, pardon me, I'm going to see if my quantum data shard dropped. Can I search for it? Quantum. Well, if it's there, can't see it. Too bad. Alright, now the destroyers. Let's just take a quick look over here. Alright. Well, for now, they are holding an appropriate range from the station, he says, immediately jinxing it. Dear Lord. It's alright. Hopefully this behemoth will start to boost. There goes another K in the background. These things are dropping like flies. Will the behemoth start to boost? Okay, I think it's gotten out of range. Looks like we're engaging the eye now.
I.
Yep. There we go. We'll just watch this unfold. The utilization of missiles as secondary weapons has really improved in this new version, I have to say. We might see that in action a little bit more, but used to be the fighters would just sort of sprinkle in missiles here and there with their other attack runs if they had a small number of missile launchers in conjunction with other weapons. This time, in this version, however, they use the missiles much more consistently. Which is good. Now, let's see. I don't think all my fighters are engaging this eye. No, they're not. Only a handful of them are. Because they've all decided to dock at the Raptor. Dang it. That was my bad. I forgot to uncheck resupply a carrier. Now they're going at it, though. Not doing quite the damage I had hoped. However, they are stripping off its turrets pretty well. So, yeah, this is all looking fine. Gotta say, eyes really are pretty tough. Look at all the missiles it's absorbing. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, now that I actually have a decent number of fighters on board attacking it, it's only a matter of time. Being said, it's really taking down a lot of my chimeras. Way more than in previous versions. I think they're back to just smashing themselves into the hull face first. I think 1 or 2 betas ago, they were actually turning away pretty consistently. Oh well. It's fine. I have my lost ship replacement on, which means we should be okay. And there we go. Alright. Eyes down. Wonder how many ships I lost. I had 120, so I lost 18. And let's see, have any actually been replaced yet? No. So yeah, 18 fighters, which are worth about a million, maybe 1.1 million each. 18 fighters to take down 3Ks and all their escorts. That is really not too bad. Let's take a look and see if I have fighters being built. I don't. Might not have been enough time yet. Alright. Now, let's take a look at this after that very near miss just now. The destroyers have spread out around the station and are attacking, albeit
Phoenix, Behemoth, E.
a little bit jumbled up. But they're not shooting each other, so there's that. I wonder if the Asgard has shot its weapons yet. Where is it? Nope, the Asgard almost certainly has not shot its weapons yet. Yeah, that's just normal Asgard stuff, though. That hasn't really changed. These guys are taking down the station reasonably quickly. But yeah, that near miss with this behemoth, as you can imagine, the ships with worse engines or a lower base speed, they would not have survived that. So that's been a recurring theme in this new version, and well, it wasn't in the previous one. They're for some reason just compelled to consistently fly right next to the station, whereas they stayed a little bit farther away in 7.1. But alright, enough of that. You all have heard me talk about this version plenty already. Let's get the Raptor back following the ConDozer. Let's continue plowing through the system and get to the next defense platform. I'm going to wait till the ConDozer's a little bit farther ahead, just in hopes that the Raptor will stay right behind it. You know, obviously, this is a really good loadout for clearing mines with this big shield on the front of the ship, but still, ships following do have to actually follow in the same course in order to take advantage. So hopefully that will be the case. Alright, that should be good enough. Go ahead and follow that, please, Raptor. Now then, the Chimeras, meanwhile, are all docking up with the Raptor,
Chimera.
getting some new missiles and repairs. I do not care, Dalbusta. You can tell I'm not that far along in this save because I'm still getting the plotline cues from my NPCs. Now then, how's my Raptor doing? Still pretty okay on energy cells. I do have vultures docked carrying extra energy cells to resupply missiles, but I do not need that quite yet. Now then, Is it worth rescuing these guys? I'm not sure. They probably haven't gained many skill points yet, so I'm going to say probably not. Well, no, some of them could have been veterans from my previous campaigns. So yeah, we will go ahead and rescue them. Serve ambulance. Rescue. And then dock back at the Raptor. I want to see what this Chimera is up to. Oh, no, we're alright.
Raptor.
I wonder if that's all the ships in this system. The enemy ships, mind you. Asgard still has not attacked.
Asgard.
This Asgard, by the way, only has its primary beam weapon set to be able to attack stations. So it's not confused about what weapon to attack with or anything like that. It just is not interested in shooting. Oh, it's trying now. It's rotating. Nope. Oh, it's strafing. Alright, Asgard. Good luck strafing 20 kilometers down to that station to get a firing angle. I'll see you in 5 days. Meanwhile, the destroyers, though, despite their extremely risk-prone behavior, have formed a good arc, and yeah, they're going to take this station down just fine. What you are seeing on screen right now is as exciting as it gets, so we're not going to dwell on this. We'll just let them do it off camera. Hope they don't blow themselves up. They will. I've lost quite a few destroyers to their silly shenanigans, but looks like we've lucked out this time. Alright, now then, let's go ahead and move up one defense wing. Yeah, I'm going to uncheck resupply at carrier, because if you uncheck that, they do still resupply at the carrier, strangely, but they will not stop as often in the middle of battle. It's a little bit weird. Oh well. Alright, well, the station's going to go down. Let's go ahead and queue up another attack order for this next one. And we will just keep moving with the ConDozer. I don't think it's been hit by any mines yet. Not that I've seen or heard. Let's see if the turrets are still functioning on the front. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I really want to see... I want to see the ConDozer fulfilling its intended purpose. We're just going to watch that for now. There's another station over there. I should probably send somebody to scout that out. My nice upgraded dragon seems like a great ship to send through a minefield to scout out a station, so we're going to do that. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Oh, the Asgard's pointed the right direction. It might actually be firing. Incredible. Why are these chimeras not being replaced? I feel like it's been more than enough time for that to have been triggered, and I have a wharf with all the appropriate blueprints. I just got my wharf up and running, but it should be fully stocked. Come on, faulty logic, where are the minefields? I liberated this ship, repaired it, upgraded it, put a very rare paint job on it, for this specific purpose of plowing through minefields. I want to see some dang mines, come on. No space for additional crew, yeah, let's transfer out these guys. What do you mean no space for additional crew? What? You had 6 slots left, you dork. weird. Super weird. Alright, let's see. Alright. I'm getting this a lot too. Unable to reach destination. I guess because the ship was moving. Really don't want to hear that. Chimeras. Still nothing? Go further, Dragon. Alright, well, with nothing interesting happening here, we can go ahead and move up. Reposition defense wings. Hopefully they don't get close enough to the station to get nuked. Up there, gonna get close enough to get nuked. Abort! Abort! There's the solar power plant. Oh god, that's gonna be trouble for the Asgard fleet. Why don't we actually... Why don't we attack that instead? That might be more interesting. And plus, if I have more ships on hand to do it, they're less likely to explode themselves. Alright, there we go. Now that we've dodged around that defense station, now we can move the position defense wings to the gate. And the Dragon can go ahead and dock back up. Alright, let's see, how are we doing? Oh yeah, secondary goal of this campaign is to open up a new front for the Holy Order and Antigone to fight on, because this one has been really stagnant. The usual true sight, second contact battle line has been really boring. They have not sent many fleets there. And I think there was one attempt to erect a defense station over here by Antigone, but that's about it. Otherwise, they're just camping their own gates and doing nothing interesting. So I figured if I cleared out a bunch of neutral systems between them, maybe they would try to colonize, and maybe they would fight, and maybe I could profit a little bit from said colonization and said warfare, just as a little added bonus, you know. But yeah, also there's incredible mining in these systems, so I'm thinking that once I've cleared this out, I'll just preemptively set up a couple of big factories, or maybe even dedicated wharves and shipyards to supply their mutual war efforts. And we're still missing 18 chimeras. Why are we still missing 18 chimeras? Yeah, it says we have 18 ships slated for replacement. So why aren't they being replaced? Yeah, everything that feeds directly into Fabrication Bay is completely full. What is going on? Make sure it's set to supply me. Yep, self-trade only. Allow factions Rambo Hadouken. I guess I've never made myself a organization name. Oh well. I think that's how you spell Hadouken.
Osprey, Condor,
Perfect.
Sentinel.
I'm gonna be really embarrassed if that's not how you spell Hadouken. Alright, well, let's plow up to the gate here. Did my chimeras just hit some mines? Dang it. I did not think about that. Pretty sure my chimeras just did the minesweeping for me. Get back, come on. Let the ConDozer do its thing. Oh god. I don't know. Know what the right choice is. The minefield's appearing. Okay. Oh, this might be it. Come on. Yes! Yeah! Oh, hell yeah. Now the question is going to be, can the Raptor get through unscathed? Oh, that was beautiful. Alright. Now let's see what you can do, Raptor. Rattlesnakes probably won't, but I don't really care about that. Dang it, there's so many things to look at. Oh no.
Asgard.
Yeah, so the Asgard is parked directly in graviton range, which is fun. Looks like the destroyers are all drifting sideways. It's kind of weird. I do want to switch back. Wait. Why are you... Excuse me, Asgard. Why are your missile turrets firing? Attack only capital ships. Excuse you. Yeah, I didn't miss any. This is not a capital ship, Asgard. You deserve to get hit by graviton shots. Until you explode. Wonder I'm always out of missiles. Good lord. You can see the disco in action here. I wish the beam colors were a little bit more vibrant, but you get the idea. We got white, blue, red, and green. Love it. Alright. Now, let's check on the Raptor. No, it's going a completely different direction. My plan has failed. You know, I tried. The ConDozer was a cool idea. Tell me the ConDozer was not a cool idea. And I'll know you are a liar. Well, alright, with that fun stuff going on. Well, maybe it'll be alright. Maybe the rattlesnake here at least benefited a little bit from the ConDozer.
Rattlesnake. Raptor.
So many minds. Alright, let's move those up. Ship replacement still is not working. Still. Maybe if I remove all orders on the Raptor, maybe it didn't work. Yes, okay. Well, that's dumb as nuts. So the fleet commander cannot have any active orders for ship replacement to work. Even if it's sitting idle, if it has an active order, it looks like ship replacement does not work at all. Well, that's good to know. I wonder how many of these I can build at once with a full stockpile of materials. Looks like plenty. Nice. Okay. Maybe now that that's happening, maybe I can have it follow again. Have this still work. Alright, and I'm gonna switch back over to this fun time here. Oh, I lost something. I wonder what it was. Behemoth. Yeah. That's about right.
Solar power.
Probably that same one that that attempted to suicide earlier. Oh, there goes another one. These mines are very loud. I've parked my camera right next to one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Maybe this is better. Yeah, now these guys are just not responding to being shot, so this Odysseus is going to explode.
Asgard.
I wonder if the Asgard's ever going to shoot anything. It was firing. As it was being shot, it was firing. I wonder if I should replace some of the beams on the Asgard with purple. I feel like having slightly bluish white and slightly whitish blue is a little bit too similar, so maybe I can replace the Argon or Terran beams. Huh. Surprised this thing hasn't exploded yet. Up.
Odysseus.
It's very close.
E.
Yeah, it's just not responding. It's too bad. This is a heck of a fireworks show. Bolt turrets are not very good, but they do look just so cool. Alright, well, goodbye, Odysseus. Anybody else in trouble over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, they will eventually get through that. I'll go ahead and queue up an attack order against this defense platform. The real important thing is going to be taking down the wharf and shipyard. They're back here somewhere. That might be a lofty goal for this particular group of ships. I should probably go ahead and order up some more destroyers. I don't have any destroyer blueprints yet, or modules to build them, but it isn't too bad to just get them from shipyards if you also use the equipment docks at the same time. That's fine. Let's go ahead and queue up 8 Odyssei. Good. Alright. Now then, how long have we been going on this? 53 minutes, including a very long period just trying to get through a jump gate. Or a superhighway, rather. I hate that this is all we got done, but it might be time to call it for this episode. Yeah, I think we'll just call it there, and we'll pick up next time with me moving into Atia's Misfortune. Probably move to Atia's 3, Mists of Artemis, and then the final stronghold in Atia's 2. That's what I'm thinking. I'm excited for these systems. They usually have more ships in them than Faulty Logic, so we should have some more interesting fleet combat. And now that I've figured out exactly how the automatic reinforcement works, things should go a little bit smoother, and also without all the mines. So, alright, this was a little bit different, I know. So, yeah, you all let me know what you thought of this format. If you want to see more of me just playing and rambling and griping about this, that, and the other, or if you want me to focus more on my more scripted, analytical content. So, let me know, and let me know what you think of how the game is doing as well. I look forward to seeing all the lively debates in the comments. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll tune in next time. And until then, this is Captain Snuggles, signing off.